Wallet. Yeah, get that money.
NFL's back, baby. Time to make some bread.
You remember the song for the Itchy and Scratchy show?
Yeah. No? They fight. They fight. They fight. They fight. They fight.
That should probably be our intro song, right?
That's what we got to put in the intro. We playing chess, not checkers, man.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Playing chess, get to the money.
This is the Sports Wallet Podcast. Welcome back to everyone who has seen the show before, and to our first viewers, welcome. First, I'd like to introduce myself. They call me Turtleneck Bets, even though at the moment I'm not wearing a turtleneck. I'm wearing a vintage.
A little hot for the turtleneck now.
Yeah, it is a little hot. New York Giants jersey due to the NFL starting soon. I have Triple P across from me, a.k.a. Itchy and Scratchy Show, Pied Pocket Picks, and then the one and only namesake of the show, Sports Wallet.
The wallet.
This is the Homer Simpson episode due to Mr. Sports Wallet.
A lot of Homer picks.
Yes, sir. A lot of Homer picks in general if you're dealing with the Sports Wallet. So we're going to get right into it. What you guys thinking about divisions? Obviously, everyone wants some future picks. We want to talk about who's winning the divisions this year. So you guys kick it off, whatever you thinking.
I mean, if you want, we could start with the AFC East. So you have a couple teams there. You got the Bills, the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Patriots, obviously.
Tough division.
Probably one of the toughest in the whole NFL. But I'm not going with the Bills, guys. Like it says, a Homer Simpson episode. So
dope.
I'm going with the Jets, man. A lot of teams going to be catching jet lag after this season, man. Once they play the Jets. They plus 250 right now to win the division. So that'll be my pick for the AFC East.
All right. So I just want to say, before we even get into the picks, super excited. The time has come back.
Yes, sir.
This is my wheelhouse. This is my cream of the crop NFL season.
It's the money maker.
Sports Wallet over here is the expert. 80% of the year, but not now.
Wow.
But
we gonna see. We keeping tabs of this, right? We keeping tabs. If you look at the episodes, we keeping tabs.
An episode in a minute. It's gonna be the last one.
I will say, I think the AFC East is,
he not gonna agree with me with a lot of shit.
I'm not agreeing with him, but I will say AFC East is one of the obviously most competitive divisions. I think the Bills. I'm still going with the Bills. I think week 1, they play at the Jets. That's a big game for the Jets. I think the Bills are gonna say, "We still here." You got to beat King Kong before you can take it over.
Jet lag, Aaron Rodgers, baby. Aaron Rodgers in New York, the new Joe Namath. That's what we rocking with.
I don't know, man.
All right, so what we going?
You guys don't have any thoughts on the Dolphins at all, huh? Dolphins ain't doing anything.
I'm not
No
too
QB.
not too high on them. I think New England is gonna be better than they were last year, and I think they did a couple things that I do like. But I think them in Miami is gonna be stuck in the middle. Obviously, the Jets, and the Bills, I think would definitely overpower that division.
I actually like the my favorite pick of the division is the Pats to finish last, minus 120.
Yeah, I like them a little better than he does.
I think that's
you got the Dolphins plus 9. They got the same win total as the Jets, right?
Yeah, they're all up there. The Pats are at 6.5. So
yeah,
minus 120 to finish last. I think that's a good bet.
All right, what else you guys got? NFC East. Let's go back. We staying with the Homer picks. What you guys got NFC East? Because I already know what my man got to the
Homer Simpson. You want to go first?
Definitely not gonna like me.
The
They definitely not gonna like me. I mean, if you notice, our picks are aggressive though. A lot of you guys picking the safe pick and this, that, and the third. Everybody's going to say the Eagles are going to win that division. No doubt about it. 99% of the people. That's minus 115 right now, which is not terrible odds, but we like making money over here. So I'm going with the New York Giants, plus 700. I think with the additions of Darren Waller, young boys, Jalen Hyatt, he already changed his number to 13. He on his Odell swag. Like, Giants going to be a team to watch out for. I think they're going to be a very good team this season.
So I do got some money-making picks coming later, but this ain't one of them. Eagles at minus 115, I feel like that's stealing money. It should be minus 180, in my opinion. So minus 115, I'll probably throw a bag on that one.
Okay.
Remember that plus 700 guys. Every 100 gets you 7 off the G-Men.
By the way, the Cowboys are the threat, not the Giants.
Yeah, definitely don't agree with that. I think the Giants are a better team than the Cowboys.
I'm just poking Homer Simpson.
And the Cowboys are only plus 175. They're only plus 175. Yeah, they're only plus 175. You believe that? That's what I'm talking about. The odds here, and a lot of times I take value plays in terms of the long term value. Like at the moment, plus 700. When Dallas is only plus 175, and I think the Giants are better than Dallas, I'll take my chances with that. Okay. A lot of times, if our cash outs, there'll be a lot of cash outs. Mm-hmm. We don't take them due to the integrity of what we giving out and what we doing here. But a lot of my bets that haven't hit all the way, you had opportunities, to get 15-1. 10-1, 12-1. So if you were cashing out, you were making off with these bets, even though they didn't finish the job.
To win the East, man.
It got up to like 15-1 if you cashed out. So every 100 you would have made 1,500 just off that bet because it got kind of dangerous and spicy for them there at the end. And if we would have pulled that off, we'd have beat the Heat. Who knows what would have happened.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely on my Homer Simpson, New York Giants to win the division plus 700 too high of odds for me to pass up.
All right. Where you guys want to go next? AFC West?
Yeah,
let's go to the West. To the East. Let's go to the West.
Let's go to the West. AFC West, what you guys got?
Go ahead, Triple P. I'll let you lead it off. We probably going to agree on this one.
I think there's nothing to talk about really on the West. Chiefs are minus 165, but actually the bet I really like is Chargers to finish second is plus 240. I think that's I don't see the Broncos or the Raiders being better, and I don't see them passing the Chiefs. So,
no Broncos, huh?
I think Chargers finish in second plus 240. I like those odds.
You don't think the Broncos have a bounce back season?
Even so, the Chargers should do the same. So I don't see them closing the gap.
They don't have as many changes.
And the Broncos got hit with the injury bug like crazy.
Yeah, I feel
they got like 3. Jerry Judy's out. Tim Patrick, like 3 of their receivers are out already.
Yeah.
So
I feel like Future, he said, fuck Russell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in that division, for the Chiefs to only be minus 180, I also think is a steal. Obviously, it's minus money, but I don't think they got no competition there. The Raiders are gonna stink. The Broncos are gonna stink. The Chargers are gonna stink. They're all gonna stink. They're not gonna compete. They're not gonna compete for the division in my eyes.
Think about the Raiders stink,
bro. Chargers second.
You have nothing to say about that. You got a Raiders hat on, and you have.
He knows they stink. Yeah,
I'm not Homer Simpson.
Yeah, he knows his team stinks.
Right.
I'm not Homer Simpson. They're winning 6.5 for a reason.
Yeah, they're gonna win less probably, right?
Actually, I went through the schedule. I think they're gonna be 6-11. So it's pretty much fun.
AFC West to me in my eyes is, probably one of the easiest ones there is. There's nobody really to compete with them. I don't think those other teams got better.
One thing I'll say too about the favorites, like the heavy favorites, if you want to do on FanDuel, they actually let you parlay.
Yeah, they let you parlay all the divisions. So if you listening to this, you can actually take all my division winners, parlay them together. If you do that, I think it's something crazy like plus 26,000 or something like that for every $100.
But
so you throw 1,000, you buy a house.
Yeah, even if you want to just take, the favorites for the most part, you could parlay a couple of them. At least you're getting plus money.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
All right, what you guys think of NFC then?
NFC West. That's another one in my eyes that I think is kind of an easy one. You got the San Francisco 49ers there. Brock Purdy's back. They let go of Trey Lance. They got Sam Darnold, so they feeling comfortable about their quarterback situation. After that, you got the Cardinals, who I think is going to be one of the worst teams in the league. I think they're trying to tank, actually. Mm-hmm. Then you got Seattle and the Rams. I just don't see them, bridging that gap to catch the 49ers.
You guys don't like the Rams at all, huh?
I'm not too big on them. I think they're kind of old, yeah.
Cooper Kupp might miss week 1 already. Hamstring could flare up again. And they lost everyone on defense because they pushed all the chips to win this chip a couple years ago.
At least it paid off.
Yeah, but now they're just like, they had to let Jalen Ramsey go, and they just can't really pay anybody. So they're kind of in mini rebuild right now.
All right.
I think it's Niners to lose as well.
Then you got the harder divisions, I would say. The AFC North.
The AFC North's a tough one.
Yeah, AFC North and NFC North, I think, are the two toughest divisions.
What you guys got?
I actually don't have a pick for either of the North divisions.
I have NFC North pick.
I just left it alone. I think the Bengals and the Ravens fight that division out. I also think the Browns and the Steelers are pretty good teams.
I agree.
I don't think,
top to bottom, it's the best division.
It's a tough division.
Well, it's always a tough division.
So I wouldn't. I really wouldn't want to touch the North either. But my favorite pick of all divisions is the NFC North.
He's smoking crack.
Vikings plus 275. You tell me, give me plus 275 on a team that won 13 games last year. I get Detroit.
They won a lot of
we spoke about it.
3-point games, 4-point games.
They don't need to win 13 games to win the division. They don't need to win like 10. Even if they drop a couple of games,
a lot of people.
I don't think they got that much worse.
A lot of people are high on the Lions. You know what I'm saying?
So,
the Dan Campbell effect. I don't know. You might possibly be right. Like I said, I'm not making a pick on that division. I do like the Bears as a dark horse. I love Justin Fields. I love the addition of DJ Moore. So I think that's the only other team there that might have a shot. Don't sleep on the Bears.
In my opinion, it's a 2-team race between Detroit and Minnesota. So coin flip 50-50. You're going to be plus 275 and team won 13 games last year. I'm taking that. Straight like that.
All right, and you don't got any pick on AFC.
None of the North. None of the North. AFC,
nothing.
Nah, I mean, if I had to take a team, I would take the Bengals. But I think that's the most competitive division.
Because I think the Ravens, man, and Odell and Lamar.
It has a lot to do with health.
Noise.
Joe Burrow, Jackson, who's healthiest. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's 50-50 there.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what you guys got.
Then you got the South. In the AFC South, you got the Texans, one of the worst teams in the league. You got the Colts. Who's also gonna stink? I like even though I like Anthony Richardson, a lot of people don't like him. But no Jonathan Taylor. They just in a flux right now. You got the Titans, who's always around, but I just think this is a year where Trevor Lawrence takes a step up, and Jacksonville Jaguars would be my pick to win the division there.
I agree with that 100%.
Okay.
For the NFC side of things, my second favorite pick. I think it's the Saints to lose. They plus 120 for the division. I think the Falcons are too young. Carolina, same kind of thing. Young rookie quarterback. Who we got? Saints, Falcons, and Tampa Bay. Also, all three of the other quarterbacks in the division are super sus. Derek Carr went last year from being the third or fourth best quarterback in his division to by far the best quarterback in his division just by changing teams. I feel like it's theirs to lose.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with Triple P on this one. I also have the Saints due to the Derek Carr effect. I think all the rest of those quarterbacks, one in Carolina, he's too young, first pick in the draft. I never really believed in Baker, and he's in Tampa. And Atlanta is also too young. I think the Saints, once they put everything together, have the most talent on in that division. They're also plus 130 odds, so you are getting plus money for a team that we both agree on.
All right. Well, let's spice it up a little bit, fellas, because I feel like you guys ain't really got no real conviction on any of these picks. So
I have a conviction. We're just being respectful. We're being respectful.
Definitely not feeling the conviction behind your picks. Like, what would you throw on? Well, how much would you throw on, and what would be your favorite bet out of all the division picks? So how much would you throw on it?
Minnesota
to come back. So that's what I would ask you. Like, if you had to pick one bet to bet on the division. So not your favorite bet, but what's going to get you the most and you feel the best about. So if I had $100 on one of these picks, what would you put?
So $100, I will feel the best about the Saints because plus 120, you're going to get 120 back on top of your 100. If you're going for more bread, then I will go with the Vikings plus 275.
What about you, Fred?
I would
what would I put my $100 at?
I would two-leg it, and I would put more than $100. I got the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'm putting the San Francisco 49ers together, combine both of them to be the West and the
250.
No, I'm probably putting 1,000.
Not sports wallet.
Yeah, but
same regular like.
I mean, the only thing with these bets is obviously if you got the cash to wait, but you will get the reward later. Money's money, whether you get it now or later. As long as you hold that down in there, I don't see no way the Chiefs and the 49ers lose those divisions, and that would be plus 150. So every 100 is gonna get you 150 back.
Okay,
I feel like these are a real good investment bets because, so to speak, you're kind of getting ahead of the action. Obviously, they have ideas of what they think now, but this will all be so different. in 2 to 3 weeks time. You know what I mean? So if you really feel it's worth the wait, like personally, these are my favorite bets. 3 years in a row, I've been plus on them. Even though you have to wait, I think it's worth it.
I go back to I made 6 picks in divisions out of the 8 divisions. If you parlay those 6 picks, 100 is 26,000. So that's something to keep in mind. Obviously,
that's what that
if you want to win. Yeah, the G-Man blew it up. If you don't agree with me and you think he's crazy and he's being Homer Simpson on the G-Man, then take the other 5.
All right, win totals, fellas. What you thinking win totals? Obviously, we know your divisions. What teams you picking under over on win totals? So I'll start with you, Triple P.
I couple. I like the Vikings for the division. Also, I feel like their under over line is disrespectful. It's 8.5. So they were at 13 last year. They could lose 4 more of those games and still clear it, and it's only minus 110. And to couple with my second favorite bet, because they both have the same line, they're both at 8.5. The Vikings, obviously, I'm taking the over, and the Falcons are also 8.5. Which I'm taking the under. At that one's plus 105. I just think it's crazy that they would have the Falcons and the Vikings at the same line. I don't know who expects the Falcons to win 9 games because this is plus money. So that means Vegas expects them to win 9 games. I don't know. Honestly, outside of the division's very weak, so they could get a couple of wins there, but still, like, I don't think they're going 9-8. Like, I think they're gonna be worse than that. So 8 and 9 to cash on that.
Okay. Would you parlay it? Oh
yeah, I will parlay that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of agree with you a little bit, Triple P, but my picks, I'm back to Homer Simpson, would be my favorite lock win totals. And what I'm placing, me personally, my biggest wager on is the Giants over 7.5 wins. For you to think that the team won, I think we won 9 games last season, maybe 10, that we're going to regress and lose 2 or 3 more games and only, finish under 7.5, I think is disrespectful with the additions of Waller, the way Saquon has to play due to his contract issues. I think Daniel Jones improves. We're loaded with young receivers that's ready to move. I think the Giants are a team on the upside as opposed to on the downside. And anybody looking outside for men, not being a Homer Simpson, I think you have to agree. Darren Waller is probably top 3 tight end in the NFL. Is going to be a big help to Daniel Jones if he can stay healthy.
I agree with that 100%.
That's my biggest wager, all right? So put that as 5-star, put whatever you want to do on it. If you want to wait on it, that you will cash that out. I have one more, back to Homer Simpson.
I might as well just throw Biggie on
One more, Homer Simpson.
Yeah,
I'm going with the Jets over 9.5 wins. Obviously they were one of my picks to win the division. So
this is just I'm going with him the whole time while he picks his picks.
Aaron Rodgers.
Bro, we're going to get copyrighted for this.
Aaron Rodgers.
We're going to play 20 seconds of it.
Aaron Rodgers.
Miss out on these 95 views.
Aaron Rodgers.
The 95 views.
Coming to New York is a big thing.
They're going to come after us, bro. Sue us for everything we got.
Hopefully they sue the LLC.
I'm like, beat it. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, man, is a big thing coming home to New York. I don't see a way they win less than 9.5 games, even though they have a tough schedule. The first 6 games is real rough.
Yeah.
After that, if they can get away with being 3-3 in those first 6 games, there's a path for them to win 10 games.
You're going Jets and Giants.
Jets and Giants, baby. Homer Simpson. Lock those in. Those are cashing.
That's the right way to go. All right, so make playoffs then. Now that we spoke about win total, let's talk about these playoffs, man.
So when I looked at it, you could go through and do every team. So anything under that was more than minus 300, I just didn't even bother because those are kind of obvious. But piggybacking off of my win total before too, Falcons to not make the playoffs is only minus 125. I feel like their only path to making the playoffs is to win the division, which I don't think they're going to do. So,
you know what it is, that division is so bad.
If you were a little nervous about the 8.5 and you think, oh, maybe they'll win 9 games.
I'm talking about making playoffs in general.
No, I'm just saying, yeah. So then you could do that. Slightly worse odds, minus 125, but they can win 9 games and still not make the playoffs. Probably, like I said, I think their only route is probably.
I think they win 9 games. They win that division though.
I think the Saints can win 10. I think the Saints go 4-2 in the division, personally.
Okay.
And then there's a couple other ones that aren't too crazy odds, but I think are easy. Like Jags to make the playoffs for -195, and Bears to not make the playoffs for -180. Those are the three I like.
And who to not make the playoffs, or who to make the playoffs?
Bears not to make the playoffs -180, and Jags to make the playoffs -195.
What you got? What you got, Sports Wallet, or AKA Homer Simpson? I think we should just call you Homer Simpson.
Yeah, because I'm back to the Homer shit.
Come on, let's go.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really like too many bets of making the playoffs, but the Giants +172.
I knew the Giants was coming.
+172. Got to take the plus money. You know, whether they win the division or not.
If they win the division, you
got G-Men +172?
Yeah, you got to take the odds. It's pretty good odds. They being disrespectful, I keep.
Homer Simpson, I gotta push back a little bit.
I'll take that. So you think the Giants will not make the playoffs?
We've been too calm here, and I've just let too many things go at this point.
I just want to let you know that Homer Simpson went out to Minnesota to watch.
No, Homer Simpson's a true
these
fan.
guys.
He is Homer Simpson.
So he's seen it in real life, and that was before we had Waller.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we had Waller.
That's fine. You got Waller.
We was out here second
pickup,
round of the play.
great
Don't
pickup,
get me
great
wrong,
value.
I've been pretty calm this episode.
You got a great pickup in Waller.
Don't get jumped.
Do you realize how astonishingly easy your schedule was last year? You had one of the worst, easiest schedules in the history of the NFL.
Okay.
The history.
The history.
You went a 6-game stretch where the teams the year before won like 5 games.
The history.
You want to bring it up?
Let's bring it up.
I know what I'm talking about.
Go ahead. I want to hear it.
I'm going to bring up the Giants 2022 schedule.
Let's bring it up.
And let's see all the
Since
ass
we're not going to
teams.
make the playoffs. You don't think
Let's
we're
see all
going
the
to make the playoffs?
ass teams that they play.
So what you're saying is we're not making the playoffs?
I think the line's where it should be. 7.5. That's accurate to me.
But what I'm saying is you don't think we're making the playoffs?
This is a Raiders fan talking, by the way, guys. This is Raiders fan.
What does one thing have to do with the other? See,
fucking team stinks. This fucking team stinks. And he wants to bomb on teams that.
That's fine. I'm not saying anything otherwise.
Yeah, meanwhile, she's a 10 to compare to your fucking girl.
Homer Simpson, went too far. He's
not right. God damn it. All I'm saying is the Giants
schedule.
The Giants
are going to win a lot of people. They're going to win a lot of people money this season.
To me,
they're going to win a lot of people money this season.
Homer Simpson, that was my favorite pick of this podcast so far, man. +172.
+172.
We made it to the second round of the playoffs last year. Come on, man.
And everybody, if you ask around, you would say they get better, right? Do you think they got worse?
You don't think we got better than last year?
You guys won.
You don't think we got better than last year?
Yeah. Have you seen how your schedules also got? The NFL overcorrected.
I get it.
They said the Giants should have never made the playoffs last year.
You don't think we got better than last year?
You get it based off of where you finished.
I'm asking you a question. Did we get better than last year?
You did.
Okay.
A lot better.
But in a normal scenario, if you even had a 500 schedule last year, you would have won 7 games.
Okay.
So.
And if my grandmother had balls, she'd be my grandfather.
Yep.
All right? What a lot of what ifs. What cashes in at the bank is what happens in the actual games that are won.
Has any other quarterback or player in the history of the NFL never thrown more than 15 touchdowns in the year ever? That's his high. And he's making $40 million a year.
All right, we're going to see.
They were talking
Patrick Mahomes will have 15 touchdowns by week 5.
What did Trey Lance make? What was Trey Lance making?
Trey Lance was
he's on a rookie
first round pick. He's on a rookie contract. But
more than he deserves, though.
Yeah, definitely more than he deserves.
Daniel Jones should be doing whatever he can and buying Saquon whatever he wants. If it wasn't for Saquon and Brian Daboll, you guys didn't even pick up his 5th-year option.
First off, Triple P, I don't like the way you pronounce my fucking coach's name.
Yeah.
All right?
Was it Daboll, DeBall?
I don't know, but it's definitely not Daboll.
Brian.
It's not Daboll?
It's Dable, I think.
Oh, okay, Daboll.
But I don't like the way you pronounce it.
But if you look how it's spelled,
keep that
it's
shit
like
out your
Daboll.
mouth, all right? Just keep my manager's name out your motherfucking mouth.
The worst part is that the Giants have one of the best coaching staffs in the NFL.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
So don't take no shots at my boy Dabo and what the fuck he's doing. Don't take no shots at what Joe Shane is doing. The motherfuckers stealing players and fucking...
We're going to go through it.
Yeah.
You beat the Titans by 1 point in week 1 on the last second field goal.
Yes, sir.
The Titans
I remember that. I was
aren't
there.
good, right? We could all agree the Titans aren't good now, right?
Can you ask me who gives a fuck?
Hold on.
Who fucking gives a fuck?
Let me make my point.
It was fucking last year. Last year don't win this year's
You beat the
games.
Panthers 19-16. Panthers also stink. Okay.
Who gives a fuck?
Did we win?
Yeah.
First team you played, the Cowboys, you lost.
I remember watching the Ravens game. We beat the Ravens last year too.
Okay, no, I'm gonna give you credit for when you have credit.
Okay.
You're 2-1 so far, beating 2 stink teams. You beat the Bears 20-12.
I remember bringing Bear Boski to that game.
3-1.
A hell of a game.
3-1, beating three teams.
Okay, go ahead, keep going.
You beat the Packers, good team. I give you that.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not.
No, I'm keeping tally. You beat three state teams, one good team.
And we beat them in London.
You beat the Ravens, good team.
Because that's the key to our schedule this year is that most of our games in the beginning of the season are on the road. Right? Yes or no? I know because
I don't know. I haven't looked at it.
I have season fucking tickets, and most of my games aren't until the fucking second half of the season. I'm only seeing like 2 or 3 games in the first half of the season. So we beat the Packers in London. Great team, no?
No,
Aaron Rodgers on the team, right?
His 13-win Viking team in Minnesota. That was a road game in the playoffs.
Yeah, but
in the fucking playoffs.
Nobody knows the Vikings.
Oh, now they're not that good.
They're most fraud 13-win team ever.
What travels well?
Defense, running game.
Coaching, defense, running game. We don't got those 3?
Let me finish making my point.
Also, I gotta say,
when I'm making, you guys want to.
All I'm saying is,
I'm making a valid point.
His point is pointless.
Can you lift your mic?
Do we have a good defense? The mic doesn't even agree with you, Triple P. The mic has said, you know what?
Year-to-year defense is the most. It changes a lot, but I will agree you have a good defense.
I think the mic dropped once.
Will you agree that your schedule is much harder this year than it was last year?
Once you said Brian Daboll,
you agree with that or no?
The mic fucking gave up on you, my guy. Look, now we need assistance. This is all because of you.
Look at that.
And he's an engineer. We need engineers to fix your mic.
Just to summarize it, how many you won? 9, 10 games last year? Out of that, you only beat 3 good teams. The other 6 wins were stink teams.
What travels well?
Okay,
defense,
we're gonna see.
Coaching, running game.
This is
I think we got all 3.
This is taped.
Hey, Homer.
Executive
Homer
of the year. Get him a new contract.
Homer and Sideshow Bob over here. Homer and Sideshow Bob.
Why can't I be Bart Simpson?
Because you're being the Sideshow right now.
I'm all right with Sideshow Bob.
That's all right.
I loved his hairdo, by the way.
Sideshow
Bob's hairdo.
He was always evil, though.
I want to get back to the money.
Yeah. With 27 in.
All right.
That's all right. We haven't had a show in 2 months. Over 2 months, it's fine.
All right, it's more money to be made.
I feel like the first 10 minutes got to get cut out anyway.
Like the fucking producer wants me to throw me out the fucking show. That's what
Joe, it's a gradual. You got to come in. You know what I mean? And
he's
then
not seeing the money. Hold on.
It's fine.
Let's get back to the money. There's a lot of
they got
fucking
Homer
player
Simpson
props that are fucking bag in the bag.
I agree. Let's get away from the teams. Go player props.
We'll go away from the Homer Simpsons. Go ahead.
Fuck, but it's back to once you see the players I pick, it's back to the Homer Simpson show. Darren Waller, bro, 650 yards. Are you shitting me?
I agree. It's just an injury. If he doesn't get injured, he'll smash it. He'll smash it.
The Benzes. That's what you're gonna be driving on your way to the sports book.
Yo, we definitely getting flagged.
Cash it out.
Yeah. I really wanted those 95 views, but there you go.
You got,
bro. We get like 300 views. What are you talking about?
After this one,
you'll be at 1K. You'll be 1K after this.
The one good episode we got gonna get flagged.
Hey.
God damn it.
Nah, Darren Waller over 650 yards for the season, man. That's a lot. If he can stay healthy, you know, I think that definitely cashes. You got Saquon Barkley over 1,025 rushing yards, who has to have a big season to get paid. I'm sure he's looking to get paid. I think he deserves to get paid. He did everything. He came on time to camp. You know, he's been doing all the right things. So I feel like if he has a big season,
so you going with Waller?
Waller over 650 receiving yards. Saquon over 1,025 rushing yards. And then my last pick will be my boy. He went to Baltimore. He used to wear number 13 for the G-Men. Odell Beckham, baby. They didn't pay you $18 million a year.
I agree with that one.
To get less than 550 yards.
Let's go, OBJ.
It's 550.
Let's go, OBJ.
Just way too much money for those kind of numbers. If you paid $18 million, you're not expecting 550 receiving yards. You're expecting a lot more. So if those guys can stay healthy, I see those being locks.
All right.
That last one's a pseudo.
I like all 3 there.
That's a pseudo Homer Simpson.
I like all 3
he used
of
to be a
those.
giant, but
I like all 3
I agree with that 100%. The Odell one.
All right, what you got, Triple P?
So I'm gonna rapid fire mine because I got a couple. When I was looking, I just seen a lot that I liked. You know what I think? I think a lot of these have to do with Vegas thinking guys might get injured or not, because some of the lines are just suspect. Josh Jacobs, 1,049 yards. He led the league with 1,600 yards last year.
Another guy looking for a contract.
Alexander Madison, who's been the backup forever. Now he's finally going to get the full workload. They got him at 825 to see like kind of what that would be, I divided just by him getting 15 touches a game. If he gets 15 touches a game, he has to average 3.2 yards a carry to get that. He's like 4.7 for his career. So DeAndre Swift, only 500 for him. Cam Maker, 750. J.K. Dobbins, 750.
You got too many stink motherfuckers.
What are your picks?
Not
then?
fucking with none of that shit.
I like all those, but
Give me three.
So Goddard, like I said, Goddard had over 700 in only 12 games, and they got him 675 for the season. I only see that offense progressing.
Well,
I think that number is like super low, and I agree with the Adele pick, by the way, too.
Yeah, I only agree with his Josh Jacob picks. Those other guys think Dylan is old and fucking Goddard, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
And, well,
MVP then.
The guy's trying to trade me for Goddard, by the way.
He bringing the bullshit.
Give you some fantasy advice. We're gonna take it to fantasy next. You know what I mean?
What's up with MVP picks, fellas?
I got that jet lag, man. Going back with the jet lag. I feel like if the Jets make the playoffs and again piggybacking if they win the division, who's gonna be the star of the show? Right, it's pretty easy to see, you know, where this one is going. I got Aaron Rodgers at plus 1,600. I think, you know, he's the best odds of actually being able to pull something like this off. You know, he throws for 40, 50 touchdowns. You win 12 games in New York. That's the way to win that.
Yeah. Well, you said Joe Namath. What you got?
I'm Bart Simpson.
Even though he's got a lot more talent than Joey.
I'm Bart Simpson on this one.
Joe Namath,
I think Aaron Rodgers
might kiss you on live.
Yeah.
For a little bit of bourbon, I mean.
For the plus 1,600.
And a cigar, too.
It fits all the NFL narratives. It fits so perfectly for what the NFL would like.
Yeah.
The Jets are good. Aaron Rodgers in the big city.
So you Bart Simpson?
He got the swagger. I'm Bart Simpson. I'm Bart Simpson.
Why you got to be Bart Simpson and not Sideshow Bob?
Yeah.
Because
you jumping on the bandwagon.
Because you were negative.
I was being positive. I was saying what he was saying.
Guys were ganging up on me.
My boy went from the black hole to MVP, baby. Let's go, A-Rod.
All right, Aaron Rodgers, MVP.
Shit.
Look at that.
I wish he went to the Raiders, but that didn't happen.
I like it, man. So, listen, New York football, I feel like is officially back. At least
back.
Both teams.
Right now,
looks like 2 years in a row we might have productive teams. So,
yeah. And this is Giant country.
So.
Oh, fuck the Yankees.
Yankees stink, so I'm
just
happy football's back.
baseball.
The motherfuckers are dead.
Football season.
Yeah. The Giants is usually Giant country, right? You would say, but
it is,
this off season has been all Jets.
A lot of Jets.
All Jets, all downplaying the Giants.
And the preseason ain't helped because now every preseason game, Jets Giants somehow they think is the playoff game.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Out here playoff.
They have all their starters in the preseason.
I think they have the most primetime games this year. The Jets, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and they have all their starters.
Well, I got Aaron Rodgers, man.
Yeah,
so
if you seen that Hard Knocks, you know Jets and Giants might be a rivalry.
You don't think there's going to be the curse of the Hard Knocks? I feel like what's
that guy tried to say, I don't know who you are.
Yeah,
he said, BS, you don't know who I am.
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers, bro.
He also knows who Hottie Ward is on the Giants.
Let's be honest.
I understand his point.
Jahad Ward doesn't know who Aaron Rodgers is.
Yeah.
He just didn't know what to say.
Yeah, everybody, he was just pissed off.
Me too.
No, there was a blindside block. We don't talk about the blindside block.
I'm not talking about
guy got caught a fucking concussion after that. He should have fucking hit him.
By the way,
I wish he would have hit him a couple
Ward
more
drafted
times.
by the Raiders. Second round, like 2015.
He'll know who he is next time we play. I bet that.
I do like where football is going this season, and definitely love football in New York this year, man.
High expectations for both teams.
Both teams, especially the Jets, obviously. But me being a Giants fan, I'm hoping we get off to a good start on the road. I feel like a lot of people counting us out because of the strength of our schedule. I think way that we caught people by surprise last year. I think we got stronger this year, and I think we're gonna have a good year. Catch a lot more people by surprise. It's going to be a good football season in New York.
Absolutely.
As long as Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, Daniel Jones stays healthy, I think we have two good seasons because that's always the key. Quarterback stays healthy, your team does well. So hopefully both quarterbacks stay healthy on their feet because both of them, especially Daniel Jones, likes to likes to run.
He needs to prove his worth.
All that, and he likes to run, and sometimes he'll lead with that head.
Pretty fast quarterback too.
He moves fast, and he likes to lead sometimes with his head and his shoulders, and I hope he stays healthy and makes smart decisions. So, listen, let's do a quick recap. If you guys are following the show, I know it's been a longer than usual episode. We'll probably chop it up into some smaller bits and pieces, but let me give you some reviews in case we want to chop this up. So, Sports Wallet, if you want to parlay it, Jets, Giants, Chiefs, Niners, Jags, Saints, Triple P, Bills, Eagles, Chiefs, 49ers, Vikings, Jags, Saints. So you got a 6-teamer on one side. You got a 7-teamer on the other side if you want to go with every single pick that we made on the show for the divisions. If you want to go with win totals, we got Triple P, Vikings over, Falcons under. We got Sports Wallet, namesake of the show. He's going Homer Simpson, Jets, Giants, over. That's his favorite. That's going to give you the best odds.
And the G-Man pick is a 5-star play, so I say that's the pick that I'm going to be slamming the most on. So if you want to get the most money or most ROI on return, whatever, get win total on the G-Man over 7.5. That's my number one play.
Yes, sir. Making the playoffs. Falcons, Jags, Bears. Triple P went hard. They're all under one, negative. They're all not giving you money. But when you parlay it,
not making the playoffs though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So not making
Jags,
the playoffs.
Yes. The other two, no.
Falcons, Bears not making the playoffs. Jags to make the playoffs. Correct?
Yes.
So that's that parlay, and then Homer Simpson likes the Giants plus 172.
Again, sticking with it.
And then we got some player props. Triple P likes Jacob stealing Goddard, and then Homer Simpson. We got Waller, we got Barkley, we got OBJ getting paid.
It's a lot of money on there to be made.
And then what everyone's on agreement on, I'm not completely in on this one, but Aaron Rodgers MVP plus 1,600. He's got the name, he's got the stature, he's got the spotlight, he's got the defense, and he's got the weapons. So if he could put it all together, MVP plus $1,600. That's a hell of a pick. That's a hell of a comeback on $100. So think about that. You throw a G note on that. That's $16,000. You're making big money.
Now you're playing with the big boys at that time. You
yes, sir.
Use that bankroll and
yes,
really
sir. Remember, that's a season-long pick. So the issue is with picks like this is health. You gotta
absolutely.
You're making your hope. You're getting these type of odds because you're doing it early.
I have one bonus pick that I actually forgot about because I bet this like months ago, and it's the only under I actually bet, which is Brian Robinson. I bet under 800 yards. I just personally don't think he's that good, and I don't think.
Yeah, this bonus bet, take it and
under 800
throw it in the toilet.
No, under 800 yards, and he's already the line's already down to 750. So it's moving in my favor.
Yeah, I don't agree with them
at all the picks today, though, the wins are my 5-star play. The win totals. I also like Jahan Dotson over 750 yards. I mentioned that before.
All right, so win totals. You have Vikings, Falcons.
Yeah, Vikings over 8.5. Falcons under 8.5.
5-star pick for Sports Wallet was the Giants. Win total? Won't make playoffs.
Win total with the 7 over 7.5 was my 5-star.
That's his 5-star pick.
And obviously all my player props, throw whatever you want. If you want to go Waller, Barkley, Odell, I feel real comfortable about those bets. Those would be my favorite bets of them all.
Listen, like I said, it's been a longer than usual episode. I hope you guys tuned in. I hope you like what we did. It's been a little while since we've done it. I hope we're a little bit more consistent. I hope you're making some money on this. I hope you gamble responsibly. NFL can definitely get you a little itchy. Watch what you're doing.
Go season.
Keep a bankroll. Make the right bets. Don't bet more than what you got. And like I always say, if you like it, put the goddamn bag on it, all right? See y'all next week.